Hello, everyone. Bob, Kenny, and Cricket coming at you live tonight on July 1st, 7 o'clock. We're just going to recap everything for this weekend and what the plan is. We hope everybody's getting excited. We know we are. Electricians are actually still here finishing up some campsite electrical on the new sites. So we're getting pumped. It's only a couple days away. I think people have actually, we already have one guy here now setting up. Hey, Tim Gorman's on. Friday, the festivities kick off at 8 o'clock in the morning. All day open practice all day on Friday. Thursday, you can come as well. Open practice all day. Thursday, we'll be here setting up and doing some different things. So we just wanted to go over some stuff with you guys. If anybody doesn't know Kenny, this is Kenny. He's the race director. And then we have Cricket. And if people don't know Cricket, his name is James. They're racers here for the off-road, the carpet. They do crawling, which are got a wicked exciting crawling adventure this weekend planned that we're very excited about. I know I ordered extra batteries for mine just a week ago. Yeah, so let's get in it. Gates open 8 a.m. Friday for practice. It's $10 for the day if you want to come practice on Thursday. Camping registration opens. I'm looking at my flyer here of what's going on because I screwed it up the other day, so I didn't want to misspeak here. Thursday night, we may have just a little party get together around the campfire. And then Friday is when everything really gets going on July 4th. I think most people have July 4th off. That's obviously a holiday. Gates open at 8 o'clock. Practice starts at 8 o'clock, $10 practice. Camping registration opens, hobby shop. RC signups. If you guys haven't gone to RC signups and signed up yet, please do because we need to have that count. It helps us with registration. We pre-fill your registration forms out. So when you come, we just verify things. You pay if you haven't paid, and then you're free to go. So it saves you quite a bit of time, saves us some time, lets us know what we need to do as well for the race setup. And then 5 p.m. Friday night, we got a crawler expedition with the legs at Emerson Falls. And that's going to be at 5 o'clock. Meet at the hobby shop. And you guys will convoy from there up to Emerson Falls. I personally don't know where Emerson Falls is, but James or Cricket showed me the pictures. It looks like a ton of fun.
So
it's actually pretty close to DPRC. So it's exit 21. So we'll just jump on the highway and shoot down 3 exits, and when you get off there, you get on Route 2 like you're going to go to Danville. And it's actually the first road on the right once you get in that 2-lane kind of going towards Danville, maybe 20 minutes from DPRC, so pretty close. It's an awesome little spot. We can just carpool and head over there when we meet up. And the only thing I would recommend, people wear good footwear. When you kind of go down the road, there's a couple parking spots along the side of the road. I'll probably just head down to the lower lot and we can park there. And I would suggest that people, good footwear, just because, getting down to the falls, there is a trail, but it's a little rugged in spots. And if you're parking in the lower lot, the best thing to do is walk up the road to where you'll have those couple spots. Because if you try to walk along the edge, it's really steep and the river's kind of eroded it there. So I'll kind of point people in the proper direction on how to get in. And then once you're in, Emerson's beautiful. Like, even if people want to just come and swim, there's an awesome swimming hole at the top. It's a big open pool that cascades down the falls there to the left side. So bathing suits for sure. But pretty much like the lower part has some good low angle stuff, good for 1/10th, 1/18th, 1/24th style. The middle of the falls is the steepest. There's a lot of good technical lines there. And I think Chris Eldridge is coming with his rigs, and Ellen's got them, and we're going to give Militia one of ours to use. So there'll be plenty of people that can kind of just lead, and we'll just kind of follow around. We kind of just do trail runs. We don't really set up any cones or gates. We just, one person leads and picks the way, and once they kind of crash out, they get in the back of the line, and the next person can kind of start going. So, we got some easy lines. There's difficult lines. It's a fun place. It's a great place to crawl. We've been doing it since COVID over there. It's a good place.
Yeah. Do you suggest people bring bug spray with them?
Oh yeah, definitely. Bug spray. Like like you're going outside, like you're going to the swimming hole, whatever you want to bring.
Yep.
Good footwear, bug spray, couple batteries. I'll have some tools with me, things like that. Yeah, all around. It's a beautiful spot. Beautiful spot.
And this is a free event. This is a no cost thing. So bring your car, your crawler with you, and head out, have a good time with everybody, and just kind of get to know people and mingle. And honestly, I'm excited. The only crawling we've really done is either around here or at the hobby store, at the little crawler track. So it's pretty addicting. So I think would be excited to try it out.
Yeah, it's a perfect place because there's so much terrain and so many different options.
How long are you planning on doing it? Like, is there a set time, or is it just however long people feel they want to do it?
Well, people got lights on the rigs. We can go till dark, but usually, I burn up a battery in an hour and a half, but I run pretty small ones, and so a couple hours usually. Yeah. Probably be back before dark unless people want to crawl into the night with lights and stuff. Yeah.
Hey, Enzo says, will Bob be crawling with a recovery rig and a winch? No, Bob will probably be hooked to a winch and a recovery rig to get it out. Robert Lavea, yeah, we wish you were coming up, man. He's been, I think he raced somewhere else this weekend. I'm not sure where it was again, but so, yeah, we're very excited about the crawling. Again, that's going to be happening Friday at 5 p.m. I just lost my calendar of events. There it is. Does anybody have any questions about the crawling or anything like that? You guys can feel free to ask. We're watching the comments. We're trying to watch them anyway. So after that, when you guys get back at 9 p.m., we do have a cornhole tournament. So you can pick your teammate, $20 a team, $100 to the winning team. So we'll have, I think, 4 or 5 sets of cornhole boards set up and all hang out. I'm sure we'll have a campfire going, or unless it's 90 degrees like it is tonight, probably not many people will be interested in a campfire, but so that's Friday night. Saturday, once again, gates open at 8 a.m. You can come and sign up for racing if you haven't. We're going to have an oval club race starting at 9 on the oval track. That's $20 your first class, $10 each additional for the oval club race. Practice is going to close on the off-road track at noon, and I think we're planning to start qualifiers at 1:30, right, Kenny?
Yes, we are.
So we are going to be running 2 qualifiers Saturday. So if you can't make Saturday, we will be having Sunday, a last chance qualifier. That'll be starting at 10 a.m. We've been getting a lot of questions on that. So if you are only coming up one day and it's Sunday, you will have a last chance qualifier Sunday morning before the mains. And Kenny, I'm pretty sure if you run your 2 quals Saturday, you still can run in the last chance qualifier.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody will run in the last qualifier. It'll be just taken as a third qualifier, be taken as a best of, just as we would any other time. It just gives you that chance to come in and, if you can do something when you make something out of that last day, you got a shot. I've seen it done many times. People show up for the last chance qualifier and, throw it in the main just in that last run. And it's great to see.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're going to run the mains after the last chance qualifier. So, and Kenny and I have been talking a little bit. We do have, Kenny, I don't know if you want to talk about.
Yes.
Go ahead. I silenced it.
Okay. Yeah. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a cone system this time. So there'll be numbered cones. The cones will be in place on the track, and they'll be in the order of, you'll be going out to the cone in the order that you are in your race. You'll have a number that you're giving in your race. You say you're whatever number 4. I'm expecting to see you at cone number 4 after your race, after you put your car down. And if you can't be at that cone, I do want to have you come up, make sure you've told me somebody's going to be there for you. And I expect to see somebody there for you. I am going to start deducting laps this weekend because we need to, be a little more thorough about it, make sure our marshals are, we get our marshals, and the marshals that we do have are taken care of, because we do have a lot of volunteer marshals who take a good part of their day, and they come out and they marshal for us, and, they don't need to, you definitely want to see everybody, it's fair for everybody. And this is definitely the best way to make it fair for everybody.
Yeah, so we've been struggling with marshals just like every track does, and we're trying to come up with different systems to alleviate, the same volunteer marshals that are out there. I think Tim sat out there all day one day, never left his bucket. But so the cones will be numbered 1 through 10. There'll be 10 positions on the track. If there's only 8 in that class, let's say, we will ask for 2 volunteers. If we got to go to a voluntold list, then we'll do that as well. But we're just trying to make the marshaling fair for everybody. We don't want to see people marshaling 4 races in a row. I mean, that, we don't mind marshaling, but we certainly don't want to spend the day on the track marshaling, because we got to get all our cars ready as well.
I mean, I can't even imagine how sunburned poor Tim was sitting there on that bucket all day. I'm like, I think about it now. I'm like, that I get, pretty cooked just sitting in the booth. My face is pretty red just from it still. And I'm like, I can't imagine just sitting there in the bucket. No escape.
Yeah, exactly.
I thank him very much for that.
Yes, thank you, Tim. Another thing we're going to do with this race, if we have, what we decide, Kenny, 3 or more cars will make a class, but if there's less than 5, it'll be joined with another class. So if we, like 1/10 truggy, if there is only 4, and 4 may be wishy-washy, but if there's only 3 mini truggies, we may end up running them, or we will end up running them with like the 1/10 buggies or vice versa, whatever it is, just to try to cut down on the day and not run 3 qualifiers in a main for 2 cars or 3 cars type of thing. If there's 2, we wouldn't run them anyway. But
and then we can run that. We're going to try to run that as its own race within its own race. So it still will count as an individual race, but it will be run together. You just will be working with each other on the track, and we'll try it through qualifying, see how it goes. And if we may have to separate it for the mains, we'll be as it is. We'll work it out, and we try to make everybody happy with the program we're running. So. We're very, very easy to accommodate for everybody.
Yeah, and I think we'll get people out of here a lot earlier this time with only doing the last chance on Sunday and then the main, rather than 2 qualifiers in the main. So it's going to cut down probably 2-3 hours anyway.
For sure.
On the program. So some of these guys coming up from like RC Madness, we know you got a 4 or 5 hour drive home. We understand. So
yeah, we're really trying to make sure to get everybody out the door early as possible, but still have the best day as what they can.
Yep.
Get the most out of it all.
Porta potties are going to be pumped on Saturday night, because I know last time for the big weekend we were full. So they've agreed to come Saturday. So the porta potties will be emptied out on Saturday night. So
so you need to leave a runway, kind of nobody kind of tenting around it on the outside or cars parked around it or anything.
Yeah, we'll try to be mindful of that this weekend. What else? Can you guys think of anything else?
I mean, we're looking at great weather, so that's going to be one thing that's, I've been watching it, and man, it looks good. So, we look like we're going to get really fortunate. There might be a couple thunderstorms Friday night, but that's always cool when, they come in late night and, a little bit of rain, a little bit of wetness will be welcome anyways. It's, We're not going to see any sort of monsoons or anything. It'll be just a sprinkle, if anything.
Yeah. And we have been using on the track VP Stay Wet, and it is not calcium chloride. There's nothing corrosive in it. It's non-corrosive to your vehicle, but we have been using that on the track with water to keep the track damp and just to keep the dust down. So
I thought I saw a big difference last week, just in that first application, like night and day.
yeah, for sure. So in between qualifiers, we will have a little bit of a break. Bob Robichaud and his crew, they've been blowing the track off, fixing pipe that may have gotten damaged or tie downs that are loose, and then watering the track. So we got to give them a little bit of time. I think with the two qualifiers on Saturday, it'll be a little laid back just because we're not in a huge rush. But Kenny's got to eat too, and
yeah, we'll make it. And plus, there's the team races too on Saturday.
Did I not mention that?
Did not mention the team races. I just thought of it again.
Yeah, so that's Saturday night. Yeah, so Saturday night after the qualifiers, we're going to have the team race. That was a huge hit at the last race. Everybody's like, this is going to be stupid. And they all did it, and they loved it. So
it was awesome.
Yeah, team race Saturday night. It's $20 a team. One steers, one's on the throttle. You're going to have a 3-minute qualifier and a 5-minute main, and it's one battery. There's no going back and putting another fresh battery in, but 3-minute qualifier, and then you line up and run them, and it's a ton of fun, and the payouts go to first, second, and third. So however much money there is, I think we divvied it up between, first got the most, second got the second most, and third got the least, but it was a ton of fun. So we're excited about the team race. So yeah. And I was just going to mention something. I don't remember what it was, but I'll think of it. There is fireworks and parades if anybody wants to go and watch some fireworks with the kids or their loved ones. Burke Mountain's having fireworks on the 5th at dusk. You can visit burkevermont.com for more details on that. There was not enough space to write all the details down. Derby, Vermont has a parade on July 4th in the morning at 10 a.m. on Main Street in Derby, Vermont. That's 2 or 3 exits north of here. It's probably a 30-minute drive on the highway. And then Newport, Vermont is having fireworks on the 4th. So if you want to do 2 fireworks show, you could do the 4th at 9:30 up in Newport, and you could do Burke the 5th at dusk.
And then the thing here was saying it's supposed to be the biggest fireworks in the area. So
in Newport,
yeah. Usually it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think it's like New York City fireworks,
No.
but they're good.
No.
I mean, for local fireworks.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, that's what Brandon is going to be cooking this weekend. He's going to have a tent set up, and I think he's doing hamburgers, hot dogs, sausages. He talked about maybe doing breakfast sandwiches, so we will have some food on site this weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, and the caterer that did it last time texted me today. She's like, "Oh, I could do Sunday." I'm like, "Yeah, too late." So, it is what it is. Tim, Bob, Bob? You're not doing? I'm not doing fireworks. Nope. No. No. With my luck, I'd burn something down. Be on the front page of the paper Monday morning. Nope. Josh Stewart, team race was a ton of fun. Yes. Keith, hotels. Yes. If you're camping here, we do have some camp spots available for the weekend with power, water, and electric. If you're not doing camping and you want to go to a hotel, Colonnade Inn in Lyndonville is the one that is giving the racers discount. So you call them and say you're with DPRC RC Racing, and they will give you 15% off, or 10 or 15% off your room, but you got to call them. And then there's a bunch of other hotels on our flyer. We put Comfort Inn and Suites in St. Johnsbury. And
has anybody reached out to them at all to try to see if they give us a deal at all? The Comfort Inn there?
No, we have not. Matter of fact, Colonnade did it because they sell out every time we have a race up here. So they were like, "What's going on?" So So yes, there is hotels in the area. You do get a discount, Keith, at the Colonnade, but there are other options as well. I know some people have chosen an Airbnb before. I don't know what's out there for Airbnbs in the area, but so there are options for hotels. We do have water and soda on site if you want to, get water and soda or whatever. But I think it's going to be warm. I think I saw 82 on Sunday.
Yeah, mid 80s.
I'll look while we're on the thing here, but it's supposed to be warm. So bring sunscreen, drink water, lots of water.
Yeah, definitely have some sun protection in some form or some way to escape it, because it can be a lot.
Yeah, 67 on Friday, 79 Saturday, and 85 Sunday. So weather looks good. Little thunder shower like Kenny was saying on Friday night.
Yeah, it's always cool though. Sometimes there's a great light show in its own.
Yep. We do have some track changes for this coming up weekend. We've got the Turtleback, which was there last weekend just because we wanted to make sure we could get that in. So it's a, 3-foot tall jump up to the top and then sweep around a corner down on the backside. We are going to do a track change on the last turn before coming the straight away norm. Clean underwear. And so you will be able to use it one time in a 10-minute race. So whether it's a qualifier or a main. So, and that's going to cut, you're going to essentially come over the back doubles and you can go straight to the Turtleback and back out and around. So you'll be able to use that once in a 10-minute qualifier or main. And if you have a 30-minute nitro race, you'll be able to use it 3 times in that race, once every 10 minutes. So, and the line is on the ground right now. I think tomorrow we're going to be setting that up. So that should be up and going, the Joker lane. How are the whoops looking? Right now they are full of water right now. I just went and looked at them. So, but they won't be for the race. We'll pump them out. So, anybody got any other questions, comments, concerns?
I think I'm pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. It's going to be a great weekend.
Hey, there's E-Dog. That's Alan. Hi, Alan.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, we are too. I'm been looking for, keep saying, is it Thursday yet every day?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started my work week on Sunday, so I feel like it's Thursday already. Yep. So excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
I mean, somebody's setting up already. It's starting.
Yeah,
Jealous.
somebody's here now setting their area up.
Jealous.
So I think they're gonna not be here till Friday, so they wanted to get things set up.
What's
Yeah, Warren
left for,
Campbell, he's coming.
What was left for
I
camping
believe we
for
have 4 sites left.
Okay.
I believe we have
Cool.
4 sites left. Yeah, and then tent sites, I think we have 3 left. So pit trailer,
That's
there
cool.
is a site map that we updated. So if you have a pit trailer, you can either buy a campsite to park it on with power, water, sewer, and you can tent there if you want as well. Or if you don't want to, you're going to be along the back fence line this time. Just because the trailer guys, the trailer takes up a parking spot and the truck that pulled it takes up a spot. And then they set up their canopies and that takes up a spot. So you're really taking up 3 spots. So we moved them to the back by the back fence. You can look at the aerial map that we drew out. It should be under the events tab. So Mark Tatro, hope you have plenty of parts in stock. We are getting another huge J Concepts order in hopefully tomorrow. We got anybody who ordered T-Works parts, we got those in today. I got to experience, Ellen, the tariff charge by UPS.
Oh.
It sucks.
Dude, she told me the story about how the UPS guy showed up and had her package and wouldn't release it to her till she paid him with a check. And the UPS guy came to us today with parts from China, and he wouldn't even let me touch the box till I gave him a check for the tariff. I was thinking of Ellen the whole time. Like, this is what she was talking about. So
It's real.
it's real. It does happen. So, will there be restrictions on the Joker lane? Yeah. So you won't be able to use it your first lap. Thank you very much about bringing that up. So your first lap, you will not be able to use Joker lane. That is correct. Thank you. I keep saying I'm going to write everything down I want to go over. And then I get here and I'm like, I'm way too busy and I totally forget.
I did it this time, and I was actually proud of myself. I don't know.
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, reach out to myself, Kenny, any of the team drivers, Cricket, James Legg, or Ellen, even if you got questions, and especially on the crawling stuff. I know I personally don't know a lot about crawling, so they are definitely more resourceful than I am on that stuff.
Need
Dirt
more
oval
ladies.
again. What's
Bring
that?
the lady. We need more ladies. Come on,
Yeah,
ladies.
ladies and kids for racing and for the crawling. I know Mason's looking forward to going crawling. Militia is too. I am. So we probably will shut the hobby shop down unless I get Bobby to come and run it for us while we go crawling. But so we will close for a little bit. But
I mean, I'll be around Friday if you need somebody too. So
yeah, okay. And then Saturday morning, the dirt oval race. It'll be just a club race. So we're trying to get the entry count up on the oval race. We want to keep trying it, but so if any of you guys know anybody who races oval, Saturday morning, 9 a.m.
yeah, we gotta get Joe Medinsky there.
What are your classes, Bob, for oval?
So what we've been seeing is bombers, I guess they call them, Traxxas modifieds, and the sprint cars and sportsmen. Those have been the 4 most popular classes. Although the sprint cars that last big weekend, every one of them broke before the race. So I don't know. I don't know what that means, but the oval track is changed. That is, if anybody didn't get the update on that, the oval is rebanked, smooth as a baby's diaper bag, and so, and the inner pipe is gone. The sprint guys asked for the pipe to be gone in the center because I guess it grabs the tires and can break the front of the car. So the inner pipe is now gone, and we have these little orange discs. They're plastic. You can bounce over them. So. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope to see you this weekend.
Thank you, Bob.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you this weekend.
Starting
See you
Thursday.
guys.
See ya.